Okay. Microphone might not be great on this one. Let's see. Well, I know it's early. Like, I guess by 4 minutes. Let's try to. Sorry if it's not the best camera in the world. If y'all can hear me, feel free to say something. I'm just like buying my time before I actually, like start this video. Well, like actually get started with stuff. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and say something. Okay. In case some of y'all. My connection. Well, whomever's watching so far, well, can get a better. Man, that burn lamp is not helping me. I guess maybe I'll just turn it this way. So that way you guys can get a better. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I think I'm still waiting for that 1 minute. I mean, I highly doubt anyone's gonna watch this video, to be honest, at this hour, especially depending where everyone is at all over the world. I'm getting to it. Those who are here on this video, I'm not gonna start yet because I said I want a video like at exactly 9 o'clock, and I still got a minute. Just waiting. I'm really counting down that whole 1 minute left kind of thing before I get started. All right. Let's take first. Let me get some music somewhere along the lines here. Though you're probably not gonna hear much of it anyway. Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is, well, good evening in my part, but good afternoon in some other parts. Good morning, who knows where. What's it? I know it's probably crazy I hope you got the times like right. That those who watch my journal entry, you know that you've been preparing for this. I actually done this in advance. So if for DeviantArt users, if you guys get a chance to watch this, please watch until the end of the video because I got announcements to make. Oh, don't worry, it's not bad. Okay. Let's see, where should I start? Well, technically, normally, if there was a few more people on here, I do like a simple question and answer thing. And I mean, right now, this could be anyone, especially if you guys are just YouTubers, just, if you got questions. Obviously, rules for the YouTube viewers or social media social media users like Facebook, all this other stuff. I mean, obviously, I haven't announced anything about the side video with that, but if you've already on my social media stuff and you're already watching now. This is mostly a question and answer for DeviantArt users that are usually for a lot of my art. And if you've seen some of my art, you know that I do post on social media. You know, if you want to make comments about that, that's fine too. Or if you heard me sing, you know, either live music or before or watched videos. I mean, I know my singing is really not the greatest, but you know, and neither is my guitar playing. My guitar playing is like, okay, like kind of like, how do I put it? Like it's good enough for me, kind of a thing. If you're talking about my old music videos I used to make, you know, like I was just mostly bored when I did those. There's no hidden message on it. And it was just for fun. And you know, I deleted a lot of them, and some of them were already deleted for me because YouTube has made a bunch of changes. So that's mostly due to the music and such. You know, all that craziness about the music and licensing. Um, well, I figured this would happen to where there might not be like how do I put it many people or none at all on here. So I guess I'll explain a little bit more myself in the meantime. What's it very simple for the most part. This question and answer was mostly going to be for my artwork. This involves my fan fiction series that obviously has no relation at all to the actual series and or anything like that or characters or their designs, which is obviously Shadow the Werewolf. Now this was thought up when I was like in middle school, and this was way before even like they made that Sonic Unleashed or that whole werehog business. I don't even know how they came up with that idea, or maybe they just stole it off of us. You know, like was it artists and you know forgot to credit us. I don't know, but anyhow, nonetheless, that had nothing in relation to that. It's actually just completely coincidental. I mean, like I never thought, you know, when they made that Sonic Unleashed game, you know, that it would be like anything remotely like that, you know. I thought, but I still thought it was an okay game, nonetheless. Anyhow, um, but yeah, it's not the greatest drawing, just like a lot of my other little hobbies that you may have seen here on YouTube on my videos. But what's it? How to put it? Like I said, good enough for me, and good enough for a lot of people um who viewed it. Now, I get like a bunch of views on my pages and favorites, but no actual comments. I think it's like I mentioned this before. Like, I wish some of y'all would comment, you know? Like, I mean, I know if you don't like it, obviously, you don't gotta say anything because I know how rough the art industry can be, and there's a bunch of critics too. You know, I mean, I'm not planning to make a career out of it. This is all basically for entertainment and fun purposes. Let's see. Let me go ahead and let me just change something very quickly. All right. Now let's see. Now my art also used to include a lot of like either my own created character or stories of them as well. What's it? Obviously, if you're new, if you to Wolf 8000, that's basically, you know, if you look that up on DeviantArt, that would be my page right there with most of my art, and it's from different moments and such like that. And obviously, in order to see some art work, you need to be obviously enrolled in DeviantArt. Um, I haven't changed to like what's it, Tumblr or anything like that. Mostly because I have um, other channels, other stuff that you know I basically um, what's it that have different, how do I put it, like basically the Tumblr that I have is mostly used for blogs on something different for a different YouTube channel, which you probably guys have heard of it, which is basically various adventures if you have not already. looked into it, I highly recommend you do. Videos have been coming up slowly on that because, in honesty, this has to correlate with basically everything in my life. Basically, I'm talking about work. I'm talking about the amount of time I have, and then a lot of responsibilities in between. Sometimes when I get days off, I'm not really taking a day off. I'm probably getting extra sleep. But what's said, I still try my best to try to do the videos, and I try to still post them up as best as I can. And obviously, because due to certain circumstances now around the world, we can't really go anywhere. So I'm hoping maybe within this time, maybe I could finally get done with those videos. Anyhow, let's see. I didn't want to do the whole announcement thing until probably later. Like, I mean, right now, I was hoping if you guys had questions for me. I mean, like, let's see. I guess I will allow a few questions. Like if you guys want to comment later. So if you all get a chance to watch this video and want to comment later and such on YouTube, you can. Or you could leave me, messages as well on DeviantArt as well. What else? How do I put it? I guess I'll just throw in something, instead. I mean, I did most of the video explaining, especially those who are new to my channel and such like that. But let's go ahead and talk about the artwork that's at hand. I'm still doing the remastered versions and for the fan fiction. So that's still going to continue. I just haven't been doing it because I've actually been working on something really special, mostly for those who basically, what's it, how do I put it? They've been there supportive wise, throughout my art time. And what's it? I've been meaning to do this for a long, long time, but most of the time I never had the money, the time, the strive to do it because it's not because I didn't care. It's just more of there was a lot going through in those times and I didn't know how to go about it. But since things have been going pretty well so far and where I'm at, um, there's basically I can relax, a little bit more easier. Throughout this week, I took the time to make these. Um, but first, what's it like? Okay, well, first off, obviously, before I get to the whole announcements, because I'm probably gonna wrap this up. I was expecting maybe a few more people to be on here, or at least somebody else, But if not, that's okay. But what's it? Let's see. First, let's go ahead and try something else here. Um, okay, I guess let's start with some of my artwork stuff. A lot of it involves a lot of, you know, animals, monsters, or something like that. And it's not for any at all representation as to say, that these creatures or anything that looks like them is terrifying or scary or anything of that nature. Because I had a complaint once. I drew a pit bull, like, pretty, muscular, but like kind of monstrous kind of way. I got a complaint saying that, oh, I'm judging pit bulls. I own one and I love them. They're sweet. So I just drew it because it was cool. That's it. I wasn't making no representation and such like that. I'm hardly even known. And I don't even care if I'm not known or not. I only care because there are the few that do, and I thought that was pretty neat. But anyhow, but that's just one example. I had to really say something with this person when I did tell him because I'm not like that at all. Let's say there's any representation of my work. If you have not asked me, and if I have not described, why do you guys get a chance to judge me that way? But for the most part, that's what it is. I've always been trying to improve the artwork, and I'm even trying to improve the comics as we speak. I'm just thinking of, for the most part, it's very these days. It's more about the comic pages than the art, like the art itself, because I'm really so into the fan fiction, that I've been doing, and it's been coming out great. It's been coming out better than I expected. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you all to say that. Well, first off, obviously, I've mentioned this many times before, but the earlier demo versions that I keep in file of that fan fiction were exactly that, demo ones. Yes, I remastered them, but in the sense, this comic was never meant to be popular in some aspects. I get some that send me messages all saying that, oh, someone recommended, this comic, and it may have only been one time, but it still meant a lot to me. So, and I see the views on those pages alone, and I'm wondering who else is watching them, and then some of them who favorites them, and I thought that was pretty neat. Um, what's that? But yeah, um, the story as I go along, yes, are from notes that I had, but some of them was also just, like I had to think it through to add and make sure that the story made sense. Back then, it was just middle school stuff. I wasn't really thinking about it much. I tried to throw in my monsters that I've created or my own originally, to add to this fan fiction. And obviously, those that, I take no credit for any of the Sonic the Hedgehog characters or it's in no relation to series, comics, so on and so forth. Only thing that is original is the story that I put for the fan fiction and the characters that I made inspired, that have obviously they have never been seen at all whatsoever in the Sonic series and such. It's just, obviously original characters that I've made, and then that's not including the monsters that I throw in, So I try to mix a bit of both. Um, what's the, what else? Um, I do have a finale though for this fanfic. Unfortunately, that's before that sole reason. First I was thinking of ending it at Wolfpack, which is probably okay. Hold on, I'm trying to remember how many comics I've made. I've made like so many throughout this series, dragging this series along because you know I liked it. I enjoyed doing it, and that's all I could ask for, really. I make no funding it or anything of that nature behind it. Um, let's see. Uh, like I said, I hope that you're all getting the sound or at least, a decent mic. Um, so I hope you guys are listening. What else? What else do I want to say when it comes to my works? I should throw in something since some of y'all probably can't be around here at this hour, and I understand. But right now, this is just the hours that be for me. Anyhow, okay, well, since I've already waited about around this time, I was going to stop in 30 minutes exactly, depending if there were some others that are here today to go ahead and leave comments or messages, something of that nature on here. But since there are none and such, I figured, what else should I say? I should say something about one of the series. But yeah, let me continue from where I said I was trying to end the series, fast fiction series with Wolfpack. I gave the limelight to one of my original characters. I figured, it like be something different. And then kind of pushing Shadow slowly out of the picture, but then that defeats the purpose of this fan fiction series, right? So I guess couldn't do it fully entirely. Um, Okay, well, but I did have a finale in mind. At first, I was thinking of just okay, that's it. It's time to go on a different fan fiction. It's time to start doing more focus on original works, try to work with the stories and such like that. But then something came to me. Something else. One last good one. I'll tell you this. What I have in mind for the finale is not meant for the faint of heart. It really is not, because I I am wanting I'm wanting drama. I wanting, more actions, a lot of like different shocks here and there. That's what I'm trying to strive for. And I have taken the time to read thorough with a lot of different characters, a lot of, I'm putting charts in my sketchbook as to how I'm going to set this up. Different stories, and back that finale is meant to be one of my longest works. I will tell you this much. And no doubt in my mind that if I'm able to accomplish some things to really make the comic pop, I'm going to do it. But however, in results to doing this, it will take longer. And I got to say that, there's going to be some, like, it really is going to be a while, like I have on most of my pages. All right. Well, I guess it's about time I start wrapping this up. Um, what's said. However, I want to make different shout outs here, two in particular. And then this is mostly for DeviantArt users. Um, and how do I put it? I want to say for these two in particular. I mean, there's one here on YouTube, but obviously sees my DeviantArt, but I don't know who this person is. But I really appreciate all the input and the details of of them liking one of my villains and so in particular. And then another one who has obviously I have thrown her character into one of my fan fiction comics a while. Like, well, first off, I've been waiting to do this for a long time, so I want to make an announcement for two people here. Okay, so um, Melody for short, but what obviously DeviantArt user for Mellow Diva. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance if I cannot pronounce this right. Like we just make the names, on DeviantArt. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance if I cannot pronounce this right. Like we just make the names, on DeviantArt. But Melody, what's it? I want to appreciate all that you've done to go ahead and help me out. On connection is unstable again. Oh boy. Let's see. What do you do? Okay. I hope that connection's good. Um. Anyhow, this is for you, Melody. Now, this is something that I was able to put together and able to afford and put time for. This is actually not only drawn but also signed by me as well. This is like, and of course with a different character. These are both characters from when you participated in helping me with the offset origin. This is a gift from me to you. I will be contacting you to go ahead and be able to ship this with to you. You know, it's simple plastic. You can obviously take out the the drawings and such like that. And in the back, obviously in the back it says, the obvious agreement that you're not paying for it. It's for fan fiction. This is basically a giveaway, and it's my gift from me to you. And I want to appreciate you for not only as a friend, that I've kept in touch with, but to go ahead and been able to participate and such. There have been characters throughout the Shadow of the Werewolf fiction series that have helped me out, and some of them have either left Deviant or they're we've gone separate ways. But obviously, thank you to those, and regardless of my changes, I still try to give those artists credits for their work. And I obviously stated in every single comment before I even start, if there's any characters involving that do not belong to me and I have used for the comic, I have obviously done permission and I have credited to them, you know. But yeah, this is for Melody, it's for you. So I will contact you. If you have not seen this video, I will contact you and I will go ahead and let you know. So I hope you enjoy this little gift that I got you. So that's for one person. Now, okay. The second one is, like I've mentioned, one of them. This one, I never got a chance to ask, but I go based on the name. Now, this is Jonathan Bernal. He took offense to the very first villain of Shadow the Werewolf. In honesty, what's it? I've never seen anyone like you. I know that we've communicated back. You got me thinking a bit more, you know, like helping me think about outside the box kind of stuff and other details that I did not mention. Or maybe I choose not to mention for the mystery, you know? But nonetheless, what's said, not only did you do also fan art, but you know, I know obviously I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember too much of the written concept that you had. You'd be surprised on how much I go through the, you know, my brain. I don't like, I don't know how I do it sometimes, you know, to remember a lot of things. I did read it. And I know it's been a while back and it's been a while and such. But now I have something here, a gift for you as well. Same thing. And it even has your favorite character on there and make sure of it. And obviously in the back is skirt. I obviously put, this is from the first comic book here. And obviously I am covering this corner for a reason. You know why? Because you get to know his actual name. Now, whether or not this will his actual name be known in the comic is still a mystery. But nonetheless, it is an answer that you deserve. And the same thing as for the other one, you can take it out and you can go ahead and look at it. It's regular paper. It's regular printer paper. I'm sorry. I did this really quickly and such, you know. So yeah, I mean, like, if you see this video and comment, you know, we'll figure out how to get a private message going so that way I could ship it to you when I get paid, basically. Which shouldn't be too long and it shouldn't be too much, you know. And with this plastic, it should be able to, I'm hoping, I mean, I'll probably wrap it up in a plastic bag just in case, so no water or stuff get in it. Same thing for you, Melody, for your gift. What's it? So that's for sure the announcements right there. Obviously, both are signed and such, you know, and I will be shipping them out to you. However, what's it? There's one more thing I need to clarify. I technically, obviously, I actually like how I've done these. These are obviously other ones as well, which this one's from Wolfpack. You have obviously the main villain, and you got Jessica obviously on the other side. I put both of those, I try to keep in the midst of the comic that it was in. Like, I did this in a hurry, and this was Silverfang. Is like, I even just remastered him in honesty. And this was from Shadow the Werewolf fan fiction for the one Apocalypse. And then, like, of course, you got K9, which was one of my other original characters, and obviously his full name. If you guys have read through the series, you probably know his real name by now. What's it? And basically, these were all, I'm really proud of myself on the amount of work I did. Now, I was hoping to give away the other ones as well. These other two as well, if there were other, deviant artists who've actually kept an eye on this. But um, let's see, how do I put it? Probably if I mean, obviously, if I don't hear from any of the DeviantArt users, you know, to see if they want like a little free drawing and such like that, obviously with my signature and such, like I'm probably just going to keep them for myself as a collection purposes because I actually love them actually as well. Because I can't believe I've actually drawn these rather quickly in such a short period of time, and they actually came out really good. So yeah, I mean those two for sure, Melody and Jonathan. I wanted to say thank you both for not only supporting the comic series, but also helping me out in different aspects. So, Jonathan, if you're watching this right now, and I know you comment a lot of my YouTube videos, how do I put it? You could send me a message, a private message via YouTube, or we'll figure out something, or leave a comment and, we'll figure out something. For those users on YouTube that are watching, if you're thinking of wanting to win, to go ahead and see if you'd be able to get the free little prize I got going there, well, there's a few things you got to do. First off, I'm sorry to say, because like if you guys would obviously have to be on DeviantArt in order to see my comic. So, if you're a Deviant artist and you like my work, leave your DeviantArt name in the comments. It's kind of like first come first serve kind of stuff. Um, but yeah, what's it? We'll see about what's to come about that. But you obviously need to be there because, like, I mean, I mean, for my friends in particular that may be watching overseas, I'm right. And if you wanted a drawing from me or something like that, like feel free to ask. I mean, I don't know if I'll exactly have time for it because I'm really invested in the comic. I'm a fan fiction, but still try to hit me up and I'll see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Other than that, um, for sure, those two in particular, I will be contacting you soon enough. Um, but right now, actually, I'm a little bit past my time. I was supposed to be finished with this, like, technically 3 minutes ago, but what's it? I just wanted to say that, if you all watch this video and such, um, like I said, for my friends and buddies on the social media, um, what's it? My question is, can you hear me? Like I put like something on there, like can you listen to my audio? Can you hear my voice? Let's see about this. Oh, okay, awesome. Like great, you can hear my voice. Let's see. Uh, but yeah, what's it? But that's basically it. If y'all don't got any questions, just a quick update. My bad. Quick update. As for my music, I'm actually waiting to get myself an actual guitar that could make sense of the sound. I actually still want to continue playing guitar and sing covers, even though my voice ain't the greatest, because it's fun. Number one. Number two is because I have an opportunity to get a pretty good guitar, so I'm waiting on that. As for my blogs, it takes a lot of time to get those videos up, let alone trying to get the program running, to do them. And I don't have the latest and greatest technology, still. So that's going to take forever and a day. But obviously, my fan fiction comics are a priority right now. And I'll see if I could try to get a couple of pages, as quickly as I can, or at least one page. But that's why I didn't post any fan fiction comics. was because I was focused on this little giveaway that I was going to do. Because for once, I actually did it. What's it? I actually went ahead, and that's thanks to Japan, you know? That's thanks to Japan because they have these really cool things at a really decent price that, that I can afford and, finally be able to give something back to the most dedicated of, of people who have supported my fan fiction comic. I've been wanting to do this for like a long time, but what's it? I never had the time to, nor could I think of anything. When I'm trying too hard, nothing comes through. But I actually, I'm reading these comments. What's I'm not. Oh God, that's it. If any of you guys are reading the comments, this is say this person knows what she's saying. She knows how it goes. Anyhow, um, what's it? So, like I said, if you want to be part of this giveaway and hope to get something free and something like that, in a sense, like I said, I'm not the greatest artist in the world. I'm not. And you won't be able to truly appreciate the giveaway unless you actually those who have actually read my comic. So if you haven't read it, you want to read it, you're interested, I'm going to tell you this. Art is not the greatest. Story might be kind of lame and, what's it, either contradicting or repetitive or a cliche, however it is you want to call it. I've heard it. I'm pretty darn sure, but it's just for fun. It's for entertainment. I take no credit of the actual, obviously, any Sonic the Hedgehog related characters, so on and so forth. This is for law purposes. What's it? There, I'm just inspired because I thought they were really cool characters. As I was, way younger, and I decided, and I liked werewolves, so I figured, put them together. What's it like? That was the idea. That was just really the simple idea of it all. Um, anyhow, that is all the time I got. I'm way past the time I should be. So I'm sorry for those who couldn't be there here to go ahead and either ask some questions and such like that, out of my hobbies and such. Um, but I hope those who are really dedicated got a chance to listen and, hear my message out there. And if not, I will contact you. But like I said, if you're a DeviantArt user and you want me to take a look at your art, I can go ahead and do that too. I'll try to do that when I can. What's it? So leave your your username in the comments, if you want, if you want me to go ahead and take a look. Anyway, that's it. I'm done. What's it? It's already the nighttime here for me. So I'm wish you all good night. Please be safe out there. Be cautious because of COVID and such like that. Um, and I wish you all the best. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll be fine. I'm gonna be good here. So you all take care. All right. So this is my first time doing the whole questionnaire stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to get this mouse. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I was hoping maybe to answer a few more questions and such of that nature, but this is my first time doing it. So I hope I can was able to give you all something. And those for the new users, I hope you learned a little bit about something about me if you haven't. And like I said, if you want to look at my comic, you know, go ahead and make an account, and it's free. For DeviantArt, go to obviously DeviantArt.com, or and if you're trying to find my page, my artwork, it's wolf8000.deviantart.com. So that will take you straight, obviously, to my page, and then you could follow and, see all my pages and such like that. And, obviously, some pages are restricted, obviously, depending of your age. Please, like, I obviously have blocked and done a lot of work to make sure that, it's friendly in some aspects, but at the same time, it's like, I still put the sensory on there just in case so DeviantArt won't get mad at me. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. You all have a good night. Be safe.